Mining is the mainstay and primary driver of economic growth in many countries in Africa, especially those which have been endowed with some of the world's richest mineral resource deposits. The Southern African region is no exception. The African Development Bank Group released its annual Southern Africa Economic Outlook reports in April. The report reviewed the macroeconomic conditions in the 13 countries that comprise the African Development Bank's Southern Africa region. It examines the main drivers of growth based on global, regional, and domestic conditions and provides projections for 2019 and 2020. Mining and quarrying, which is dominated by Angola, followed by South Africa, Zambia, and Botswana, contributes the second largest share to the region's economy, on average contributing about 14.4% to GDP from 2010 to 2017. According to George Kararach, lead economist for the Southern African region at the African Development Bank, commodity prices are responsible for growth or contraction in natural resource-driven economies, such as South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. The Southern Africa region's sectoral composition of GDP, currently dominated by services, followed by mining and quarrying, suggests the need for greater structural transformation, more manufacturing, more value addition, and job-creating growth. GDP growth in the Southern Africa region has been sluggish in recent years, falling from 4% in 2010 to about 1.2% in 2018. The Southern Africa economy is projected to grow slower than others in the continent at around 2.2% in 2019 and 2.8% in 2020, mainly due to high inflation, rising government debt, and low commodity prices. These predictions will, however, more than likely be even lower than expected following Cyclone Idai, which carved a path of destruction through Mozambique, also affecting the neighboring countries of Malawi and Zimbabwe. According to the United Nations, the cyclone affected nearly 3 million people and destroyed more than $1 billion of infrastructure. Depending on how fast these economies are able to rebound after the devastating impacts of the cyclone, Kararach admits that the effects of the cyclone will more than likely affect the economic growth of these countries in particular, but also dampen the overall regional economic growth projections. The composition of Southern Africa's GDP and the devastating effects of natural disasters prompt the following question: what policies must be put in place to ensure that the economies of Southern Africa and many other African countries are sufficiently diversified and protected? Share your thoughts on this topic by engaging with us on our social media platforms. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.